Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Well, there he is, always scheming, Ludovic Giuly.
Yeah, and he really is a very smart operator, Peter, who provides a link between midfield and attack. He loves taking the ball on the turn in the channels, then quickly shifting it on. Remarkably unselfish too.
And here's Batistuta. It's a really well-measured ball. Giuly, he rises! Cruyff. Scholes does really well to win the ball there. Now it's Batistuta. Giuly. Crossed in early. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that looks a cracking... And he shoots! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Big header! He will be livid with himself.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. A heavy challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Bullet! Well, oh, he's been caught napping. Long ball upfield. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. Zanetti. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Now it's Torres. Gnabry providing an outlet on that flank. He is through here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he's managed to gift it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Ajax leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Gullit is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Cruyff. Oh, what has happened here? And that's a good ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Rijkaard. Zanetti. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Deep cross. That's a decent clearance. Bullet. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's a fine interception. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Zanetti. Conte.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Albert Ferrer moved on forwards. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And it's Fernando Torres. Applies the finish! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
It's a good ball out wide, and he welcomes it in. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Zanetti is onto this, takes a shot! Good try, the outcome could so easily have been different. Cruyff. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Great defending, strong and determined. Fernando Torres. Torres!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Oh, delightful ball. No, that's been intercepted. And we've reached half-time.
Well, it's hard to say whether a 2-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Thank you very much for your
Ajax ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. And the shot! He's having a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Missed their second corner of the game. He's had a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here.
The goal scorer for Ajax after 48 minutes is number 14, Johan Cruyff.
A case now of complete control. Oh, given away. And now they can clear their lines. It's not an especially good pass, that. Kukçu.
Ajax have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And there's the shot! And that tested the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Taken back almost at once. Kukçu played out to the left flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. In comes the corner. And he's made sure that shapes to shoot! It's in! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So is this the start of a comeback? Now it's Neymar, and this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands
The
on the ball.
attendance for this match was
DiMarco.
29,514.
That's a throw. Hullet. Probing pass. And this is Neymar. Kukçu. He won't be happy with that one. That's a sharp pass. Pass is just off target. It's out for a goal kick. And that could set him on his way. And Cruyff! And he nearly went all the way.
Cruyff just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Substitution on the field, number 8.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Fernando Torres. Number 15.
Pelé. Played through for him.
Number 24.
Henderson can get it clear.
Coming on the field, number 13.
And nicely intercepted. Now it's Luis Suarez. And they can counter here.
Number 4, Hazard. Number
Neymar
2,
gets into some space.
Marquinhos. Substitution in progress.
Now it's Doué. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Scholes. Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Looking for options. Doué! It's hit the upright. And it's played in. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Substitution on the field, number 14.
Liverpool making another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Mbappe. And it's Conte. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. That has been slung wide. Poor robust challenge. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has been cut short. Now it's Pelé. Pelé puts his foot on the gas. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Albert Ferrer. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now it's Doué. He's picked his way through. And the finish! Against the crossbar. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Rijkaard, out to the right. Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. No, he's not getting past him there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
4 added minutes has been
4
indicated.
added minutes on the board. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well played, well played. He's found some space. Not pretty, but can he finish? Big relief, it just needed better contact. Played out to the right. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Ajax definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
In modern football, the role of the defensive midfielder has become hugely important.
Talking of which, Claude McAleny, the battery in the watch.
Yeah, and fittingly...
And the shot! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's him. He's having a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Galatasaray definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
And Hullet! They've scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Ajax finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Looking for options for movement. And this is Hullet, and it's shot a goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hullet is offering a right smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's hoisted clear. Conte! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Conte clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tries to pass it through. He's found a way through. Shoots! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Ajax are looking to go forward now. And this is Luis Suarez. He's away. It's Luis Suarez! Goal! Ajax! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Suarez finds himself offside. Now it's Pelé, played out towards the right wing. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And the counter is on. That's been slipped through. Takes a shot! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.